They attempted to murder my child. It wasn't a casual fan, a stranger or a social media troll who said those terrifying things. No, these were directly from Big Nana. The one woman who has been hiding in the shadows for too long is now publicly sobbing. Her voice sounded like a siren in the hospital hallways. Furthermore, don't assume that this is just another exaggerated scream from a frightened mother. Because Big Nana isn't just crying this time. She is pointing fingers at opponents who have been stalking the Harris family like vultures since day one, dropping bombs and naming influential people. Who precisely is she referring to then? Street competitors, doctors, and possibly even members of the Harris circle itself. Or dare I say it, does Boozy, the name that keeps coming up in every dubious aspect of this scandal, follow this line of suspicion? It was all captured on camera. Big Nana screamed at anyone who would listen while trembling and covered in mascara. You are all aware of the situation. They do not wish for him to live. The internet is now blazing and demanding answers. King Harris is battling for his life, right? Or is this the most sinister family arrangement Atlanta has ever witnessed? Big Nana never desired attention. She has been portrayed as the reserved one for years. The woman who persevered, made sacrifices, and lowered her head as the Harris family drama circus blew up in her face. However, everything changed that night in the intensive care unit, because Big Nana wasn't holding anything back, and when a mother cracks, the truth comes out. It was a violent scene. The so-called heir to the Harris dynasty, King Harris, lay unconscious with monitors beeping like a poor Netflix thriller's countdown. Nurses hurried. T's face was as rigid as a wax figure as he stood still. But then came the moment when Big Nana fell to the ground, and nobody could have predicted it. Screaming words that broke the silence and mascara dripping like black ink on her cheeks. They attempted to murder my child. The internet went crazy. Millions of people viewed TikTok videos of her sobbing in a matter of minutes. Hashtags like Daughter Prayer Forking and Gobby H who tried to kill him. Dot went viral on Twitter. And while this isn't just a fan theory, let's face it, people pay attention when Big Nana talks. King's closest confidant, the baby mama, is leveling charges that have the potential to topple an entire empire. However, this is the question that no one wants to address. Who are they? There are adversaries of the Harris family. Oh, lots of them. You have obviously not been listening if you believe this to be merely a paranoid digression. For years, this family has been embroiled in controversies, dubious financial transactions, difficult divorces, lawsuits, and rumors of infidelity. Through hustle and song, T, the so-called King of the South, has established an empire. However, a new crack appeared with each brick that was set. The entire dang home now appears to be being swallowed by the cracks. Big Nana wasn't simply upset, according to people close to the ICU scene. She was singled out. When she attempted to approach King's bed, witnesses said she was shoved back by guards who didn't even appear to be hospital employees. They weren't nurses. They weren't medical professionals. They appeared to be muscular. An unnamed insider muttered. She lost it at that point. She was aware that something was wrong, not to mention the rumors that are already circling like vultures. King didn't just fall apart. He was poisoned, according to some. Others claim that this was payback for past feuds that King had while posing as Atlanta's street prince. The most compelling argument, however, is that Boozy, the notorious rapper who has a lengthy list of adversaries, is somehow pulling strings from the shadows. Let's take a moment to go back in time. The Harris family and Boozy. That history is poisonous, I see. Tension in the streets, backhanded remarks, and dubious discussions that lasted for decades. This goes beyond music industry rivalry. Little Nana is aware that it's personal. This is why people instantly saw the connection when she cried. They tried to kill my baby. It gets darker here, though. Rumors of an inside hit have surfaced numerous times before. King himself alluded to the desire for his removal on Instagram Live months ago. He murmured, "I know y'all want me dead," half in jest, half gravely. Fans dismissed it as clout chasing at the time. Now, though, their statements seem prophetic. Big Nana isn't going to stop at King either, she warned after him in her breakdown. The rest of us will be targeted by them. Take a moment to process that. A mother asserting that her entire family is next in line to be destroyed while standing over her unconscious kid. That's war. That's not drama. Already the Harris Empire was faltering. The public perception of T.I. has been repeatedly tarnished. Tiny, the matriarch, has struggled to maintain their flawless image on reality TV, despite accusations of domineering behavior and ugly feuds with other rappers. But catastrophe lurks behind the slick Instagram effects. Furthermore, Big Nana's charges are threatening to reveal everything now that King is barely alive. Additionally, don't assume that the fans aren't seeing. Comments are pouring in. This is not a coincidence. This is more profound. Some are pointing the finger at T himself, implying that perhaps the so-called King of the South has been too preoccupied with defending his dominion to see the fissures growing beneath his own family. He may even know more than he's revealing, according to others. However, this family has always prospered amid disorder, let's face it. Their currency is drama. Their speciality is scandal. And the stakes have never been higher now that King's life is at jeopardy. Big Nana is revealing, not just sobbing, and each scream and every tear feels like a trail that leads us farther into a labyrinth of conspiracy, treachery, and retaliation. Who gains from King's downfall is the most important question. Because no action is arbitrary in a family this powerful. King's quiet benefits someone somewhere. Furthermore, if Big Nana is correct, this goes beyond a single youngster in a hospital bed. This concerns a whole dynasty that is in danger of disintegrating. And believe me, this is just the start. It was like striking a match in a room full of petrol when Big Nana's sobs went viral on social media. Explosion in a flash. Compared to conspiratorial TikToks, Twitter threads grew more quickly. YouTube was overflowing with theories, and Reddit detectives were suddenly releasing exclusive leaks. Although everyone had a different interpretation of the reality, they all shared a single characteristic. I saw you inside where something evil was going on. Furthermore, the Harris family was not providing the whole truth. Gossip blogs were inundated with anonymous insider reports. King's vitals did not drop out of thin air, according to one accused nurse. There were indications of poison, a foreign substance in his system. Then came the greatest bombshell. There were men in suits I'd never seen before. They weren't hospital staff. They controlled the room. Even T.I. didn't look like he had authority. This was revealed by another alleged security officer in an anonymous Reddit post. A leaked audio recording purportedly taken inside the intensive care unit showed Big Nana's voice yelling, "I know what you did. You think I don't see?" The clip went viral, with admirers analyzing every second, certain they could hear other voices trying to silence her in the background. Was it authentic? Did it get staged? Who gives a damn? Perception is reality, and this is the internet. The public's response was brutal. Once praising T as a family man, his fans were now disparaging him. Instagram was inundated with comments. How did you allow your own son to experience this? Protect your family, rather than your reputation. Ty had no control but all the money. Then the name of the kicker, Boosie, keeps appearing. Make the connections. Yes, Boosie. His name, as it always does, slithered back into the story somehow. Half-forgotten feuds, murky alliances, and old beefs have surfaced from the archives. Twitter detectives began creating timelines that demonstrated how King Harris had previously made fun of Boosie's music and made fun of his lack of importance on Instagram. Live. Boosie has never been the kind to forgive and forget. Did Boosie have motive, means, or opportunity? Was the question that people were suddenly asking, but it didn't end there. According to leaks, Boosie was in contact with street connections, who had the right to permanently ban King. Phishing text messages purporting to be exchanges between anonymous thugs preparing to do the task were discovered. Were they authentic? Most likely not. Was anyone interested? Not at all. The narrative spreads more quickly the more ridiculous it is. Big Nana's breakdown, meanwhile, served as a rallying cry. Fans poured "Why's justice forking ... throughout comment sections. Her weeping face began to appear in memes. Others transformed her screams into TikTok audios over dark, glitchy backgrounds, making her statements sound like they were taken from a horror trailer. The caption read, "When you know the truth but they call you crazy. They attempted to murder my child." Not to be overlooked are blogs. Sites that spread gossip jumped on this like bloody water and sharks. A whistleblower verifies suspicious activities in the King Harris case, and headlines cried out, "I see you." Boosie was involved. The internet believes so. Big Nana is more knowledgeable than she admits. The story was getting out of hand. The Harris family was unable to control it for once. So let's take a step back. In reality, who benefits from King's silence? For that is the crucial question. T was not the only son of